Alright, I guess today's video is gonna be, should you take the MSF course? I'd say it kind of depends on your situation. For me, it was kind of weird. I mean, I had experience on bikes for years before I got my license. I took the course so I can use their bikes so I can get licensed. I mean, you could go straight to the DMV if you already have a bike and just take the test there. But like I said, I didn't have one, so I didn't really have that option. So I didn't necessarily have to take the MSF course. I knew everything that they taught and everything we did. But I mean, it really depends on your situation. If you have a bike, you have the experience, and you don't want to take the course, you don't have to. But if you think the only way you're going to become legal is taking the MSF course, that's not right. Like I said, you can go straight to the DMV and take the written test on the first day, come back the next day if you have a bike and take the driving test. That only applies if you have a bike or your friend has a bike that you can borrow. But I didn't really have that option, so I just decided I was going to take the course. But if I had a bike, I would have just did it at the DMV. Because a lot of was repetitive at the course. I mean, it's kind of got it. It kind of has to be, so people will learn. But if you don't want to take the course, you have a bike, you just want to get licensed, just go straight to the DMV. It's a lot quicker, it's cheaper. You don't got to deal with a lot of people. And the test is literally the same. You take it online at the DMV, same way you would take your permit or whatever. I don't know, it's been years since I took my permit. I didn't even take a test to get my driver's license. I just signed a piece of paper. I thought that was pretty crazy. Hashtag COVID, right? It all really depends on your situation, though. I mean, even if you have a friend that would let you borrow his bike for like an hour to take the test, that'd be great. It's like I said, it's cheaper, it's faster. You're already at the DMV, so you get licensed the same day. But if you want the experience at the MSF course, it's different depending on where you go. I went to a Harley Davidson dealership that did it, but the experience was pretty fun. You meet a lot of cool people. I mean, I enjoyed it. I'm not knocking it. I'm not saying don't take the MSF course. And everywhere you go to take the course, you're going to be riding a different type of bike. We rode some like Harley Davidson, I think they were called Eliminators. They were kind of like an adult-sized grom, I guess you could say. But they were pretty fun. I think they were like 250s. Man, it is very windy today. Next week is supposed to feel amazing. It'll be in the 70s, high 60s. I'm excited. But yeah, I'm gonna slow down a little bit so I can talk to you guys. Plus, whatever MSF place you go to, it determines how long or how many days it's gonna last and how much it's gonna be. For me, it was like 300, like I said, and it was a 3-day long course kind of thing. So we got there, the first day was on a Thursday. We did a lot of PowerPoint stuff. Then we went on Saturday and we actually rode the bikes, starting from nothing, like learning where the friction point is on the clutch and all this, you know, beginner stuff. On Sunday, we did a little bit more of that, and then we took the riding test. And we also took the written test on Saturday. But after we took the riding test, we got our certificates and MSF card. A couple days later, I went straight to the DMV, got my license or my endorsement. But it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm not telling you not to take the MSF course, but if it's an inconvenience to take it, because if you think that's the only way you're going to become a legal rider, that's not true. You can go straight to the DMV, which was my initial plan. Oh my God, the wind. I really got to get a different sprocket. I want to get a +1 tooth on the front so I get a little bit higher top speed and I'm not screaming down the highway at 8,000 all the time going 80. But when I said I had experience riding a bike when I was like 12, I think, my dad bought me a four-wheeler. I rode it for a couple of years, I think about a year, honestly. And then eventually, for Christmas, he sold that and bought me it was a XR 250R, little Honda trail bike. But I love that bike, it was fun. I'm from the south, so I used to ride it down trails and backwards and stuff. And there was a lot of dirt roads where I lived. So it was kind of ideal to have something like that. And then, not long after I had it, a guy traded me a Honda CR 125. It was built for motocross, and that was a fun bike. It was my first two-stroke, and man, that thing was loud. But eventually I got older. I think I was 15 at the time. I sold it, and then I bought my first truck. It was a 2003 Ford Ranger. It was a manual, and driving manual at 15, I felt like a badass. Little 5-speed Ranger. You couldn't hurt those things. It literally says no turn on red. These fucking idiots, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not a gooner. Sometimes. It depends on the day. Man, this thing revs out so freaking high. I'm not used to it. I still try to shift around like 10K because coming from my Ninja 500, it had a lot lower of a red line, but I love this bike. It's amazing. I did a video about if you should buy one of these. It'll be right up at the top if you guys want to go watch that video. But I guess the whole point of the video is if you should take the MSF course. I don't have a definitive yes or no answer to that. It's really subjective. It depends on you, which comes down to a couple factors. If you have a bike, if you want to have the experience of riding with other people and learning together. If you don't have a bike and you can't go to the DMV, if you want to just take the course for fun even though you have a bike. I mean, it's really subjective. It depends on what you want to do. Don't let somebody on the internet tell you, oh, you have to take the MSF course if you want to be a good rider. I mean, it depends on you. But other than that, guys, I don't really have much for you. Whatever you do, just remember, do whatever you want. Don't let somebody tell you how to do what you want to do. Peace out, guys. Thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Make sure to check back next week for the next video. I love you guys. Make sure to like and subscribe. I'll be here for a long time. I promise. Peace.